Well, May is practically here, and there's many things you need to think about with the start of summer, especially here in Florida, especially when it comes to Melanoma Awareness Month, which is the month of May. And we are so lucky to partner with the Academic Alliance in Dermatology. And today we get to welcome our friend Dr. V back to the show. It's been too long. How are you?
Good morning, Natalie. Glad to be on the show again.
Oh, we're excited to see you. And of course, I know this month especially is a passion of yours because spreading awareness when it comes to melanoma is so important, especially here in the Sunshine State. Where do we begin today? What are the keys that you want our viewers to know as we enter this important month and maybe be reminded to get our moles checked?
The key is really early detection. And early detection starts really with knowing your family history. You need to understand your background, your genetics. We need to classify your risk based on previous melanomas in the family. And when we talk about the family history, we go as far deep as you can remember, and as far wide as your distant cousin is certainly relevant. And then we educate in the early detection. Every lesion can present in so many different ways. None of the melanomas really reads the playbook to present in a classical way. And here comes the most important part of our conversation. Early detection, early diagnosis, excision of the lesion means 99% cure rate. And that's where I want to focus. And this starts with a very good family history, examining all aspects that are relevant. Occupational family history, personal, relevant internal co-malignancies, malignancies of the colon, of the lungs, breast cancer, ovarian cancer, they all relate and they help us stratify your risk.
Dr. V, I know when it comes to getting those early diagnosis, getting your skin checked is key. I was sharing with you before we started, I'm due next week. I have an appointment to get my moles checked. I'm one of those people, I'm covered in moles. And so sometimes you're like, oh, did this one change? Oh, this looks okay. I've had this here. What do people need to keep in mind as they continue to monitor their skin before they get that appointment with you?
Every lesion can be a melanoma. I have seen melanomas that they were skin color, red, black, ash gray, purple. Melanoma can come in every color and every location. Based on your family history, we determine the frequency of your visits. If I extrapolate and I say someone who has personal and family history of melanoma and is a type 1 skin with multiple moles, that's the patient we see every 3 months. And every 3 months, we do a very thorough head-to-toe exam in all parts of the body with a dermatoscope, which is a magnifying glass that we can see details of the texture of the moles, and based on our algorithm.
Now we're taking a look at some of those examples that you were talking about. This you were saying is melanoma that's very obvious, and then there's some that might not be. What do you want people to take away if they see something on their skin that looks like this or the next example we're getting ready to look at?
If you see something, the picture you just showed is already a progressed melanoma. That's where we make the diagnosis of melanoma, and most likely the melanoma has spread. These are here examples of very innocent melanomas. These are skin color lesions, red lesions, 2 millimeters small black dots, that they are totally innocent. We were able to find these melanomas that they were all invasive melanoma and ready to spread based on a very sophisticated algorithm where we compare anatomic predilection sites for melanoma based on our data that we accumulated over the last 25 years. Essentially, we have a database with 10,000 of melanoma, which we plot on the body, and based on the distribution patterns, we identified that certain parts of the body, they are more prone than others to develop melanoma. So the family history and the predilection side, the anatomic side, even in a very innocent looking lesion, give us an indication that we need to biopsy.
And there we go. There's the website. There's the phone number. I'm so sorry, Dr. V. We are out of time, but this is such important information. So thank you for being with us today.
I will be back.
Deal.
Thank you.